This confrontation between the guys took place in the hotel on March 15th of 2022. It was a fight week before Fight Night 204, in the lead up to which, of course, even the most resilient fighters start to lose their cool because of the weight cut. And on top of that, we have wayward professional athletes with a mutual disdain. And what's the reason for this disdain? Well, if we look at it, it's pretty simple. Like many other rivalries in this game, this one began due to the Scousers' popularity, who broke into the UFC with the hype, drawing the attention of all the young lions around. One of such predators was El Matador, who tried to call Paddy out for a fight but didn't get a response. And if something like that happens, you know Paddy, this bully always has a ready tongue. One word led to another, and then they developed differences, which over time became only stronger with more reasons to hate each other, until this snowball ultimately leads to collapse. And that's exactly what happened during their first encounter in this hotel. It just so happened that both of them got a spot on the same card, hence they lived in the same hotel. Anyway, you get the idea.
As soon as he come out of them double doors, lad, he snarled me, you know what I mean? So I looked at him and said, "What?" And then he walked towards me and I said, "What's happening, lad?" And then as he got close to me, he like swiped a slap at me, you know what I mean? And obviously, lad, if you raise your hands at me, I'm gonna do something. So I wasn't punching him because I'm not breaking my hand and not being able to fight and earn me money on the weekend. So I stepped back and picked the hand sanitizer up and bounced it off his head. And then he swung a dig, what I moved out of the way of with a bit of ease. He's just got a little bit of small man syndrome, lad, you know what I mean? He's only 5'7", isn't he? So just try to leave the little men to it.
And here's the other side's interpretation of what happened.
It didn't happen because he told me something yesterday. It comes from a long time ago. He was arguing with one of my closest friends, with Guram, once in Twitter, and he posted like, "Now I understand why Russia destroyed Georgia, because you are dumps." And it makes my blood boil, you know. When I saw, I was like surprised. I didn't believe when I saw that tweet, because in 2008 I was living in Georgia when that war happened, you know. And it was a very difficult time for me, for my family, for all my friends, for my country, you know. A lot of innocent people, kids, were dying in that war, and see how someone is joking about that. It makes my blood boil. So I texted him. I don't remember what I tweet. And when they gave me the fight in London, he texted me like 3 weeks ago, like, "I can't wait to see you in London. We'll see if you have the balls to tell me everything you text me on Twitter." Bullshit. And I come here the first day when I come to the hotel. I come out, I finished my interviews, I was walking into the hotel and I saw him. And he looked at me like a nice guy, and he wanted to shake my hand, you know. He come to me, he didn't come, but he looked at me like, nice, you know. I threw the bottle to his face, he threw it back to me, I don't know what. I slipped and I gave him a proper right hand, and there's where you have to video yourself. Everyone saw the video, you know, what happened.
The round ultimately took place. Paddy choked out Rodrigo Vargas in the first round, and then Ilia Topuria knocked out Jai Herbert in the second. In the post-fight interview, El Matador immediately started making call-outs.
"England, love you guys. You have a guy here, he's a Paddy Pimblett, win or lose, I wanna fight you next and kick like I did the last time. You."
Do you think Paddy will fight you in the future?
Paddy? Never, ever. I don't think so. Maybe if Dana stay with him like with a gun, maybe yes. And they force him to go inside the cage with me, maybe. And otherwise, I don't think so. I don't think he has the balls to fight me.
It was the only fight of the Spanish-Georgian in the lightweight division at the time. After that, he returned to the featherweight, pursuing the goal of getting the title fight. Meanwhile, Pimblett continued performing in his own weight class. the Liverpudlian secured another victory on July 23rd at the second fight night in London before getting a spot on the numbered event.
He gets the tap. The Paddy party goes to the next level.
It happened to be UFC 282. The baddie was sent to face Jared Gordon while Topuria was supposed to clash with Bryce Mitchell. And this time, these two had a verbal altercation at the actual press conference.
What did you say? I didn't say nothing. What did you say, Jared? That was some space cadet behind you. That was some chorizo, a Spanish sausage.
Oh,
He's so different.
your boy over there.
You see me coming, he go to the back doors.
He's obsessed with me, lad. It's heavy.
Fuck
He
up.
hasn't stopped tweeting about me all week, lad. He needs to sort his life out.
Back in the mouth, please, loudly, shut up, man.
What did you say, Jared, anyway?
No, I
that
said-
little bum's irrelevant. You're a little
Shut up,
mongrel.
if not, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna crash your face right here.
Do it then,
And
you
mash
little
your-
fart.
Another question?
Do it. Do it then, you little pussy. What? Do it. Do it. Come on, do something then. Do something, stand up. What'll you do? You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing, you little fart. Go and sit back down. Sit back down, you little pussy. Puta.
Pussy. Everything he
You
talks.
little
Hey,
mushroom. You
everything.
little chorizo, you full Spanish sausage.
After that, these guys hadn't had personal interactions for a rather long time. Both won their fights at UFC 282, but here's the nuance. While El Matador impressively dismantled a flat earther, the baddie barely passed Gordon, and some even think that he lost, including Topuria himself.
They give him a Christmas gift right now because he clearly lost the fight. I don't think anyone disagree with me in this room.
Do you think that they're putting you on the same card as him for a reason? Like, this feels... Now it's been a couple times now. Like, do you think they're doing this on purpose?
I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe not. But at the same time, I feel like the UFC is protecting him from me. You know, I don't know why. In reality, that's the fight to make right now because it's one of the biggest fights I think in the UFC. You know, we can perfectly sell a pay-per-view. I think so. There is that fight makes more exciting to people than more championship fights.
Whether the UFC matchmakers were protecting Pimblett from Topuria or not, we will never know. But history clearly shows us that they indeed did not cross paths since that moment, and Paddy was slowly pushed in the rankings of the lightweight division while Ilia was busy tearing everything down in the featherweight. In fact, they did not really speak about each other during that period of time. If we don't account for this footage where the Scouser talked about the latest performance of El Matador and his win over Max Holloway.
The hand sanitizer boy knocked Holloway out. Didn't see that coming, but give him his due. Good finish. Max was the better boxer, but Ilia's the better swinger, isn't he? And he ended up catching him with them big shots on the button. So congrats, fella. Can't wait for Vol to come back and beat you up. I'm willing to anytime.
The talks about their potential fight sparked once again, only when it became clear that Ilia Topuria vacated his featherweight championship and moved up to the lightweight. Or more so, the Spanish Georgian did not retract his words and disdain towards the Liverpudlian.
So hopefully he puts himself in the spot where we can share the octagon one day. Little pimple.
Little pimple?
Yeah, Paddy Pimblett.
Then there was another big episode of interaction between Paddy and Topuria. But surprisingly, in this case, there was no animosity, conflict, insults, and attempts to lay hands on each other. It was the opposite. They smiled, bumped fists like old friends who haven't seen each other for a long time, and that was basically it.
Quite funny as Ilia walked across here, he looked at me, I was looking at him and he done that. And then obviously on stage, as I walked past him, we both just like laughed and looked at each other. I thought it'd be quite funny to just go, and he went like that on me hand. And like high-fived it. We mightn't like each other, but had a little laugh then.
Right now, nothing happens between these guys, like literally nothing. However, given Ilia's transition to the lightweight division and the latest victory of the baddie over Michael Chandler, it becomes evident that the huge fight of these guys might be one of the options of the world's best league in the near future.
He laughed and he said, what did he say? He called me fat. I was like, lad, you can't make your weight division anymore that you are champion of, and you're trying to call me fat. He's a midget, lad. He's tiny. He's smaller than Michael Chandler. You'll see what I do to Michael Chandler next Saturday night when I dismantle him, and it'll be a very similar game plan to beat Ilia. He's small, he walks forward swinging shots. I'll kick him up and down the octagon, and I'll either knock him out or submit him.
When you start to joke about that kind of things, just make sure that we don't find each other anywhere, because I'm gonna take your head off. You know what I mean? He wants to build his hype laughing on people, and that's not the way I'm looking to build a hype.
Yeah, I'd love to fight the Chirito lad, know what I mean? I've been saying it for years, I'd love to fight him, and now that he's moved up to 55, it's a real possibility. It looks like he's just sitting out waiting for Islam, but I personally think I should be the one to welcome him to the lightweight division. It's got a built-in storyline. You wouldn't need.
Good answer, mate.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Good answer, mate.
You wouldn't need a title on that pay-per-view. Me versus him could just headline the pay-per-view. Know what I mean? You wouldn't need any other fight to sell itself.
I would put Justin Gaethje against Paddy Pimblett, me against Islam. Once I pass him, I get the title, and you put me against Paddy, because I think that he's gonna.
You think Paddy's gonna beat Justin Gaethje?
Easy.
Wow, really easy?
Yeah, easy.
Really easy?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a crazy thing to say, because Justin Gaethje's an animal.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to grapple. What excites me more is the fight with Paddy.
Really?
Yeah, that fight excites me even more. And if they could put that fight in Spain, in the Bernabeu Stadium.
What do you personally think about this rivalry? Leave your opinion in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the new videos, and of course, hit the like button if you enjoyed this one. See you soon.